Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to today's AFK journey video. So yesterday I released the video for the pull or skip of Mikola and I actually saw some alarming comments, okay? Not alarming, not because it's a scary comment, more like I think people misunderstand the importance of Lily May over Mikola, as I've seen comments of people asking, should I go for Mikola in the place of Lily May? How much should I go for Mikola before I go for Lily May? Or is Mikola better than Lily May? So this is something which I think is fundamentally wrong, because out of these two characters right here, right, I'll say Mikola is a subjective character. She is very subjected to how developed your account is and how committed you are to the different game modes that Mikola is good at. But Lily May, on the other hand, right, if you take a look at my remaining chances on my main account, it's 0 chance because I just used up all the summons on her because she's just so good, right? Lily May, on the other hand, is a must-have. I don't usually say this for any character banners, if you guys have been watching my AFK journey video for quite a bit, but I don't usually tell people that there's a must-have character, because I believe there'll always be some character that can sort of be a similar replacement in different scenarios, and Lily May shattered that, right? Because this unit, number one, there's 3 reasons why this unit is really a must pull. Number one, this unit is just so good. She's good in PvP, right? Good in Dream Realm, decently good in AFK stage pushing, very powerful in battle drill as well. Just generally a unit that excels at nearly every single game mode, number one. Number two, right, this unit counters one of the strongest mechanic in the game, which is ultimate at the battle start, which means that as long as in the future there's a really powerful unit with the ability to cast the ultimate at battle start, she will actually come back and be a counter to that kind of mechanic, because that way you will be able to stop the ultimate from coming out at the battle start, which is why she's gonna be a unit that remains relevant even in the future. Once she gets power crab, she will still have certain niches in countering a very specific mechanic in the game. So we might get more units in the future, we do not know, but right now Lily May is the only unit that could do that, which means that her skill set is very unique. Number 3, right, this character is really important for your account development, which is what I'm gonna talk about later on with the different game modes, to showcase to you guys the power level of this unit. And before I continue, right, if you guys still don't get it yet, this unit is way more valuable than this unit right here, okay? She's hot, okay? If you are somebody who's a waifu collector, you like your maulers, you like your dancers and stuff. Actually, Lily May is a ballet dancer as well. One of her moves is called Moonlight Ballet or something. So technically both of them are dancers, but both of them are also really hot waifus. But the thing is, if you prefer Mikola for the mauler side of things, or if you just prefer design itself, it's fine. But overall, this unit is a must pull compared to this unit. Okay? So first of all, before we begin, right, Dream Realm is one of the most important game mode in the game because it gives you your daily source of upgrading materials, right? Dream Realm fragments as well as tidal and temporal essence. And then once you unlock the Song of Strife season, you will have the seasonal ranking, which gives you even more rewards right here. So these resources are important in terms of upgrading the power level of your units, which will affect your account power level as well. And that's why being able to get a good score for Dream Realm is really important, and Lily May right here is basically in every single top team for all the bosses right here. So if you take a look at Lone Gaze, right, she's not in Lone Gaze, but if you take a look at like some of the higher damage run, so the let's take like my friend over here, 56 build as a top damage range. If you go down, right, there's actually somebody who shared a team with Lily May right here, right, with 40 build. And if you take a look at the damage number, 13 build is nothing to be scoffed at, because if you take a look at, for example, my own damage up here, right, if you take a look at this, right, my second highest damage dealer is actually Smokey, but my main damage dealer is actually Fresto, because this team builds around Fresto being the main carry, whereas when you use Lily May itself, you sort of split up the focus, and that's why Fresto actually do less on the other team. But if you compare the damage numbers itself, for example with OD right here, okay, there's no more better video. Okay, there's more better video because I think it's a little bit too old. But if you take a look at the numbers itself, 13 build is nothing to be scoffed at. In fact, there's not a lot of units that can do 10 build in Dream Realm right now. And only in very specific team setups, there are certain units that could beat Lily May's damage numbers. So this unit is very powerful in terms of damage dealing, because if you take a look at, like, for example, the other bosses, Let's just use Alpha Bear for example, right? If you take a look at this, she's doing 22 bill, right? If you take a look at the Skyclops, okay, I'll just use mine if I have mine there. Take a look at Skyclops right here, she's doing 30 bill, right? She is a very big damage number machine. So if in Croaker itself, she's also not bad. Like, she's not in the best team, but if you take a look at the damage numbers, she just outscales most of the damage dealer in the game right now in the end game, and that's why you definitely need her, because she's gonna be like the key piece in terms of damage dealing for your end game dream realm bosses. So if you're competing for the best ranks, you're competing for the better rewards to develop your account, she's gonna be a very important unit that you want to pull up, you want to train up eventually. At least I'll say, right, you want to get her to Supreme Plus as well as her EX weapon to EX 10, right, to maximize her DPS so that you're able to perform well in dream realm. So that's where Mikola is, I mean Lily May is a must-have, number one, because of dream realm. Number two, right, if we go into the arena side of things, I'm just going to use my bracket as an example. So if you take a look at this, right, Iron Scalita, okay, Iron Scalita, and then we have Scalita as well as Barrow. Let me just refresh. Okay, right here we have Iron, right, Iron Lime right here, we have Iron. So let me just refresh even further. So you guys notice a trend there, right? It's either Scalita or Iron or Lily May in the teams, in the defenses. So the reason is because Iron right now is a very prominent character for PvP because of how powerful the ability of insta ultimating at the start of battle, and Lily May is the only character that can counter the mechanics. So this way, right, if you want to squeeze into the higher ranks for PvP, Lily May is going to be really crucial, because once you go to the top 50, right, once you go into the top 20, if your server is less competitive, maybe once you go into the top 5 range for example, right, you will definitely encounter Iron. And right now the best answer to Iron is to just prevent him from using the ultimate with Lily May, and then answering it with your own heavy nukes or even your own Irons itself. So that's why Lily May is going to be really important for PvP. And right, moving forward, right now there's only one character with the ability to stop ultimate at the start of battle, like I mentioned earlier, and she's none other than Lily May. So in terms of meta longevity in the PvP side of things, this unit is going to remain very relevant. Okay, and there's one more thing which I kind of want to point out, is that even though Lily May will be losing her seasonal skill Arcane Barrage, but if you were to compare the boost that Arcane Barrage give on Lily May to, like, for example, the other carries which have this ability, who are namely OD, right, as well as Aldia Merrily, they have this skill called Arcane Barrage. I think Lily May loses way less from this exchange or this loss of seasonal skill. Because for OD's case, right, Arcane Barrage basically procs the second skill, giving OD even more DPS. So losing Arcane Barrage actually hurts OD even more. And for Merrily, who is a very fast attacker with all the attack speed buff as well as the double shots and stuff, losing this ability is actually a lot more painful compared to Lily May in general. So I don't know how much the loss of seasonal skill will affect the damage output for Merrily, but I personally don't think losing Arcane Barrage is going to hit Lily May as hard. So if you're somebody who's in a Song of Strife season and you're scared that after Song of Strife Lily May might remain irrelevant, the answer is no, because she will still hit really hard and she will still be relevant in the PvP side of things. And most importantly, right, she's also one of the best damage dealers in Battle Drill. So I'm going to run through my Battle Drill record right here. I did some runs just now, so I don't know whether or not I have a Lily May record. Oh, I don't have a Lily May record here, but yesterday I had a Lily May record. So if we go into this one, so this is my top damage teams, and then right here we have a 24 build range. Yeah, right here. So you guys can see, right, Lily May is doing 1,300 build roughly. And if you compare it to maybe, for example, like my OD team right here, right, it's really close to OD right now. So I would say Lily May is actually so good across all the different game modes that she is basically a must pull, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, please go for Lily May if you haven't yet, and try to get her to I'll say minimally Mythic Plus to get the EX weapon first, because I think the EX weapon actually increases her damage output tremendously. So if you don't have enough tickets, or if you don't have enough diamonds to get her to Supreme Plus, I think it's fine. Getting her to Mythic Plus first, and then putting her on the wish list once she drops on the all hero recruitment will be something that I'll recommend moving forward. So there will be some major revamps to the hero wish list moving forward, at least for the next season, or at least in the next 1 or 2 weeks, which I'll definitely do a guide on, so stay tuned for that. But for Lily May, right, please don't skip her, right? She's a must-have. Don't regret it, because being able to get duplicate copies of her early is able to push her ranks faster, which will give you an advantage across the different game modes that I just mentioned. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. See you guys again in my next AFK journey video. Bye guys.